Round and around and around and around we have gone. One case, and now a second case, and now we have a bond violation.
Yes, Your Honor. I had spoken with my client on January 18th, family reunion. My client had ordered an Uber. The Uber canceled on him at about 8:40. And so he was gonna order another Uber. His mother asked him not to do that. She said that she would take him home. And they ended up, there was a case on Yara. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. But after that was over, then his mother took him home. That is why he allowed, that one thing, his mother is here. Do you have any questions for that?
Is that mom there?
Yes.
She speak English? I'm not gonna have you translate.
But Your Honor, he has had no other, violations. He has 1 day of community service left on his PTI. And he is also currently working and should have the rest of the money for the restitution, which is $2,000.
This is what we're gonna do. I'm sending him for a drug and alcohol test right now. I want to know what, if anything, is in his system. And then we're gonna go from there. So I'm sending you now for a drug test. And then, and then let's just put it on for tomorrow. I want to know what the drug test, if anything, is going to say. Or can you be here tomorrow?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay. I'm sending you for a drug test now, and then you're up here, right back here, so we can redo everything and see. It's unacceptable. You know what the rule is. You're under strict compliance with 2 cases that are open. This is not the first bond violation that we've had. I'm extremely upset with you, Mr. Gonzalez. I'm not taking any action now, but I want to see what the test says, and we'll go forward tomorrow. Okay?
Okay. You want him to come back today? After
Tomorrow.
Okay.
I'm sending you for a drug and alcohol test right now. If you fail the test, if you fail to go, I'm going to revoke your bond. I want you back here tomorrow, and I want to see what the results are, and we'll go forward from there. Okay? Okay.
So Judge, at present, Mr. Jones has both a SCRAM device on and a GPS, and he's on a curfew. He's broken curfew a few times, Judge. If you look at the times, though, it's because he's leaving a little early and getting home a little late. The latest maybe being half an hour past curfew. Mr. Jones has maintained gainful employment. He's worked as a helper for a transport company. He's not driving, he's the helper. And so he gets on the truck with the driver, he helps, and then they get back to their site. His wife picks him up from work, and then they pick up their grandkids, and then they get home. He's driving from the east side of town, across the ship channel, down 610 West, and then all the way to 90 into Crosby. It's a long commute. And so due to all that, and his employment is working with him right now. So they typically wouldn't be done at the times they're done, but to keep him on, they're trying to make sure he's done by a certain time so he can make curfew, but it's just a tough commute, especially when he's not the one driving and they have to pick up children because there's only one person that can drive. But he is only late and he only leaves early because of work. That is his only.
You have to understand, you have 2 open DWIs, so it's absolute strict compliance. I never want to ding anyone for working, right? I want you to work because I think that, you need to work. Number one, you need to make money, and it gives you something to do so you don't become more self-destructive as it is. I see the violations here. We have no alcohol violations, correct? Okay, that's good.
Joshua or?
Joshua Jones. Do we have any alcohol violations?
I have no problems now, Judge. Trust me.
I don't see any previous violations, Judge.
Okay, so it looks like most of the stuff, I would tend to agree with you that upon further inspection, it looks like it may be a little bit here, but there, but prior to. Is all this work related?
So
Okay, so what time do you leave for work in the morning?
I normally have to be to work at 7,
Okay.
most times.
Because I have here that you leave one time here at 5:56 in the morning. So why that early?
Like I say, most times it's anything that I'm leaving is work related. And one of the things that I've been trying to do since I got out was maybe to get in contact with my lawyer to kind of help me out and
But you're not getting in touch with your lawyer at 5:56 in the morning?
So Judge, because it's a transport company, those jobs have different timelines. They are aware of the circumstances, so they try to tighten up on those timelines. But if they have a job and might need him one day at 6:30 or something like that, that's when he'll have to leave early. And he's afraid he's gonna lose that job if he can't comply with what they're asking of him. So I'm asking today, Judge, if we can loosen the timeline a
I'm
little
okay
bit.
with tweaking the schedule,
Okay,
but I want to do it in a real, I'm not going to give you too much leeway. We have to be reasonable about it, right? So I need a time that that's early enough that, you're not going to violate anymore because I don't want to continue to do this, right? So what is a reasonable time in the morning for you to leave?
to if he would have asked me to get to work between 6 and 6:30.
How far is it from home to work?
Minutes, maybe a good hour, 10 minutes if it's bad traffic or what.
What about coming back home? What's a reasonable time? I'm not going to do 9 o'clock. I'm not going to do 9. I don't want you out that late. I will give you a little bit of time after 7 o'clock, but 9 o'clock is too late. When you're coming home here now, you're coming home at the latest at around 7:30. I'm willing to give you, 7:45, 8 o'clock, but that's the latest I'm going to give you.
8 o'clock was fine.
Okay, so Jillian, we'll tweak it 5 in the morning to 8 at night. If there are any more issues, I'm going to lock you up. I mean, I'm working with you now. There should be no more issues. I want you to work. I just don't want you drinking, and I don't want you out in the middle of the night because nothing good happens out in the middle of the night. And I definitely don't want you driving. Do not drive. I don't care what circumstance comes in your life. Do you understand? I'm really going to hit the roof if you drive. Okay. All right, Jillian.
thank you,
You
Judge.
got it. All right. Good luck, Ms. Jones. Thank you. Deputy Miranda.
All right, Your Honor, I got Mr. Kabir, who's in the boxes for BVR. I have a feeling you're gonna want to raise bond or do something, so
Come on, Mr. Kabir.
if you were leaning towards that, I would like to request a hearing and have a record on it.
Sure.
But that's only if you want to raise. I hope you don't.
I mean, he tested positive. I've asked him not to use. I've asked him not to consume anything illegal. I've asked him not to consume alcohol. He's still using,
Your Honor, it was, I spoke with pretrial, if, just hear me out for a second.
Sure.
Spoke with pretrial, it's a presumptive lead for THC. Things like Delta 8s, kratom, hemp, those are all legal.
I admonish him over and over. This is our 3rd bond violation. If I let him go, I'm enabling the behavior and I'm saying that it's okay to happen. It's a 3rd bond violation, Mr. Kabir. I'm setting you for a hearing in 3 days. You must be here, be ready to go forward. Do you understand? I can't continue. It's a 3rd bond violation.
Sorry, Your Honor.
It's unacceptable.
Understand. And look, I appreciate you giving us a little time for the hearing. I was here yesterday as well. We are looking like, it looks like we're about ready to set this for trial anyway. Do you want to wait till the hearing?
If you want to set it, you can, but I'm requiring his presence in 3 days here to have the BVR hearing.
You said 3 days or 3
3
days?
days. No, 3 days.
3 days.
So that you can get all your ducks in a row, get all the evidence you need. State, get ready, please, as well.
Yes, Judge.
But, if it was a first, we admonish. Second, sometimes, okay, we're now at a 3rd time.
Yep.
No. Yeah, okay. I'll see you in 3 days. What's going on with that?
On December 31st, it looks like, she reported for.
Positive.
Positive for alcohol.
Is she here now?
She's in the box, Judge. This is a single violation.
Come
Judge.
up, Miss Castillo.
It's the first time we've ever had any issue with her.
So-
We'll say I talked to her right after she learned that she had tested positive. She sounded really sick. She sent me, pictures of the NyQuil that she was taking that had alcohol. And Judge, I'm not gonna sit here and insult your intelligence and try and say that that's what it was.
So, look.
I'm not gonna do that. But
If you ever test positive again, I'm now amending your bond conditions to put a leg monitor on you so I know that you're not consuming alcohol. If you ever test positive again, I don't care what it is, I don't care what anyone told you, you know and you should know what you're putting in your body. I don't care what the excuse is. But if I find that you test positive, you have any more bond violations, I'm gonna lock you up. That's it. Do you understand? Okay, so I'm amending your bond condition, put a SCRAM on her ankle now, and I'll pay for it. Yeah. I want to make sure she's not consuming. If after a while she's not using, then we can talk, but I'm not going to take her word for it. We did that now. And where did it get us? So now I need more physical proof that she's not going to use. So now you're going to have a very cumbersome ankle monitor. You're going to have to explain to everybody what it is. Hopefully you get that. But court orders are court orders, and that's it. You're supposed to follow, and you don't, there are dire consequences. The next time you're going to stay with me. You understand? Okay, here we go. I'll pay for it.
Okay.
And then here we are.
All right then.
So we'll just do a normal setting, whatever you want, you know? Sure, yeah, absolutely. But
We're able to sit down and go through.
understand, it's no tolerance at this point. If I get another positive, if you fail to charge it like you're supposed to, if the battery goes dead, so does the bond. You understand? Okay. All right, Colin. Good luck.
Very good, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Please.
Right this way.
Just, man.